Super Hurricane Melissa devastates the Caribbean. The U.S. braces for the coldest outbreak in over half a year. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's weather is witnessing two parallel and completely opposite extremes. While the Caribbean is struggling to withstand Super Hurricane Melissa, one of the strongest storms ever recorded in Atlantic history, the United States is about to experience the deepest cold spell in more than half a year, as frigid air from Canada plunges southward, bringing near-freezing temperatures to many states. This marks a major turning point in global weather, showcasing both the destructive power of nature and the increasingly erratic behavior driven by climate change. Super Hurricane Melissa, the monster of the ocean. According to the U.S. National Hurricane Center, NHC, this morning, Super Hurricane Melissa officially made landfall in southern Cuba with sustained winds around 210 km/h, 130 mph, gusting over 240 km/h, 150 mph, equivalent to Category 3 on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Although it had already crossed Jamaica earlier, the storm's structure remained nearly perfectly symmetrical, featuring a clear, well-defined eye, surrounded by thick convective bands spiraling like a massive blade. In less than 48 hours, Melissa intensified explosively, from a strong hurricane to a Category 5 super hurricane. Its central pressure plummeted to just 892 HPA, making it the fourth lowest in Atlantic history. With maximum winds reaching 295 km/h, 183 ms, Melissa has been described by meteorologists as one of the rarest phenomena of the century. Satellite imagery taken yesterday revealed a perfectly circular, dry eye, so clear it was dubbed the driest eye ever recorded, an ideal setup for rapid intensification. In Jamaica, where Melissa first made landfall, violent gusts toppled thousands of trees, destroyed hundreds of homes, and severed transportation routes. The Black River area and the island's southwest coast suffered the worst impacts, with rainfall exceeding 1,000 millimeters and 40 inches, severe flooding sweeping away homes and inundating entire communities. The national power grid collapsed, and many areas lost communication entirely. Jamaican authorities have called this the worst disaster in decades, comparable to historic hurricanes Gilbert 1988 and Dean 2007. Cuba and the Bahamas reeling under the storm. After devastating Jamaica, Melissa roared into Cuba overnight on October 28th, unleashing torrential rains and fierce winds. Santiago de Cuba, the country's second-largest city, was nearly cut off due to widespread flooding. Seawater surged more than 6 meters, 20 feet inland, with waves crashing through coastal neighborhoods. Tens of thousands of people were evacuated. Rainfall in the past 12 hours exceeded 500 mm or 20 inches, with overflowing rivers causing serious landslides in mountainous areas. Next in line are the Bahamas. Forecasts indicate that tonight, Long Island, Exuma, and the capital Nassau will face direct impacts from winds of 160, 170 km/h, 100, 105 mph, torrential rain, and storm surges up to 4 meters, 13 feet. The Bahamian government has declared a state of emergency, ordering evacuations from low-lying coastal zones and urging citizens to stock food and water for at least 72 hours. If Melissa maintains its current path, it is expected to move north-northeastward, possibly skimming or striking Bermuda within the next 36 to 48 hours. The NHC has issued hurricane warnings, noting that Melissa could become one of the few hurricanes in history to make 4 separate landfalls within just 2 days. After leaving Bermuda, the system is projected to transition into an extratropical cyclone and accelerate into the North Atlantic at over 40 km/h, 25 mph, ending its sluggish looping motion near Jamaica. The U.S. enters its deepest cold spell in 6 months. While the Caribbean faces nature's fury, the United States braces for the opposite extreme, an unusually strong cold outbreak sweeping down from Canada. atmospheric patterns show a deep trough extending into the southern states, allowing frigid polar air to surge southward. According to the National Weather Service, this will be the coldest spell since early spring. Over the next 48 hours, temperatures across central and southern U.S. will drop 10 to 20 degrees and below normal. States like Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas may see nighttime lows near 1-3 degrees Celsius, 34 to 37 degrees Celsius, and with early frost expected in some areas. Along the Gulf Coast from Houston, Texas to New Orleans, Louisiana, and Mobile, Alabama, temperatures will fall to around 5-8 degrees, 41 to 46 degrees Celsius. Even Florida, famous for its year-round warmth, will experience rare sweater weather. Morning temperatures in Jacksonville and Tallahassee are forecast at 10 or 12 degrees, 54 degrees. In Miami, daytime highs will reach only 22 to 23 degrees, 72 to 73 degrees, and drop to around about 19 degrees, 66 degrees at night. Meteorologists call this a rare cold snap just before Halloween. This cold air mass will bring strong winds, gusts up to 60-70 km/h, and scattered rain across much of the Midwest and Southeast. Along the Appalachian Range, thunderstorms are expected, while the Northeast, including New York and New England, could see gusts of 70-80 km/h, 45-50 mph, as Melissa moves offshore. Warnings of severe cold and localized heavy rain. The latest NOAA temperature maps show almost the entire continental U.S., except the Pacific coast, covered in dark blue, indicating temperatures 10-15 degrees below normal. In the mountain states of Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana, light early season snow is possible. Meanwhile, the Midwest and Great Lakes will experience dry, chilly days with highs no greater than 10-12 degrees, 50-54 degrees. By the weekend, the cold air is expected to push even farther south, setting the stage for a new low-pressure system over the Gulf of Mexico. This could bring heavy rain to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia from Sunday into early next week. Some models hint at thunderstorms with strong winds, though the chance of tropical development remains low. Public advised to prepare. The National Weather Service urges residents in the southern states to protect crops and livestock from early frost, check heating systems, and insulate water pipes. In mountain regions, caution is advised for icy roads and dense fog. Families living in low-lying river basins should stay alert to potential flash flooding from weekend rains. Across the Caribbean, relief operations are underway. Tens of thousands in Jamaica and Cuba have lost homes. While water and power systems remain down, international aid organizations are mobilizing emergency supplies, and local governments are calling for global assistance in post-storm recovery. In the Bahamas and Bermuda, temporary shelters have been set up for coastal residents ordered to evacuate inland. Climate change, the deeper cause. Behind the extremes, scientists say the simultaneous occurrence of an ultra-powerful tropical cyclone and a deep mid-latitude cold outbreak is no coincidence. Sea surface temperatures in the Caribbean have risen by an average of 1.3 degrees over the past 30 years, fueling enormous energy for hurricanes. Meanwhile, growing temperature contrasts between the poles and tropics have destabilized the polar jet stream, allowing cold Arctic air to plunge unusually far south. This imbalance is making global weather more extreme than ever. Some regions suffer scorching heat and drought, while others face relentless storms and cold snaps. Melissa is merely one striking example of this trend. 10-day outlook. Storm fades, cold persists. International forecast centers predict that after Melissa departs Bermuda and weakens over the North Atlantic, the Caribbean will enjoy a brief calm lasting about a week. However, long-range models still indicate the potential for one or two late-season tropical systems during early November. Meanwhile, cold air will continue to dominate much of the U.S. until at least November 5th, before a short-lived warm-up returns. Experts believe the 2025 to 2026 U.S. winter could arrive earlier than usual, bringing stronger cold outbreaks and heavier snow across the Midwest and Northeast. Conclusion: nature's warning. In just a few days, the world has witnessed two climatic extremes: the terrifying destruction of a hurricane and the sweeping chill of a deep cold wave. Both serve as reminders that nature is changing rapidly, demanding humanity's attention and action to adapt and mitigate climate change impacts. In the coming hours, forecasts will continue to update on Hurricane Melissa's progress and the expanding cold wave across the United States. We urge residents in affected regions to closely follow official advisories and prepare appropriate safety measures. From the International Weather News Desk, we wish you safety and resilience through these challenging days. Let us share accurate information, raise awareness, and stand united in protecting our communities against nature's wrath.